Hello boys and girls of all ages. Back to the binding and the purfling. Here the left side I already glued in, and the right side I'm going to glue in now. It's in the rubber bands now and the elastics because I have to fit it and make the measurements, and then put it down here and take off the white stripe just enough so the end graft will fit in nicely, and this white line will go from here down to there. Although I think I'm going to change it, because while getting this line out, this piece out, I chipped, you see that? And I won't get this invisible with just sanding, it's too deep. So I'll take off this piece as well, do it on the other side and make the end graft a little bit wider. That's a pity, but not much choice. So what I'm doing now is make a fit here. This binding will fit here and the purfling will fit here, and it will go around. Make sure that everywhere it makes a nice fit on the bottom. It makes a nice fit here against the top. Oh, a bit wider, otherwise the camera will blur. And here I had to chip out some wood from the neck so it can fall in. Make this, if it only falls in a few millimeters, that's enough, but I do it more, like 10, maybe 15 millimeters. Why? Because I'll start over here and I want this, because it's visible, to be a perfect fit. So go around and this end will disappear in the neck as it is, so a few millimeters more or less is no problem. That's why I take it a little bit deeper and longer. A small one for the purfling and a broader one for the binding. I take my template, put it up here, take a knife, cut it in, and here as well. Did this one just out of hand, made a cut, took my scissors, take it out. So that's the way it is. Oh, by the way, the bindings I make myself. I'll show you how I do it. In this case, this binding comes from a part of this piece. It's Zebrano, and Zebrano has really nice colors on the side. That's why I took it, because it's the side, of course, you're going to see. I take a piece of this, let's say about 70 or 80 millimeters. I glue the veneer on it. In this case I did 2 whites and 1 black. Let it dry, take it to my bandsaw and take them out at about 3 millimeters, and then send them back to 2.5. Because most bindings are around 2 millimeters, and I like them, this is the original one, a little bit thicker, 2.5. Still flexible, very easy to bend, and it's a bit more robust. As you can see here, I like it. This one has the height of the plank over there, it's about 10 millimeters, and for the parlor I send them down to 6 millimeters because I think that's more nice, but I make them this big so I can make them in any size I want. I also did that with this purple heart. With some bindings as well. It's very nice when you saw it. It's just grey, and leave it in daylight for 1.5 days and it will turn purple, as it should, by its name, Purple Heart. And this one is for my next guitar. It's going to be a rather small 12 string, for a 12 string, rather small, with a Purdue fretboard, a Purdue bridge, Purdue binding, Purple Heart binding, Purple Heart fretboard, Purple Heart bridge, and a Purdue body, which will give it a rather exotic look. That's for the next one. First we'll have to finish this one. So now I've fitted it and it looks alright. I can glue it in. As you can see, I use these rubber bands to keep everything in place. I try to keep this side, and I will do it more close to over here, so this will be a very straight angle. It will push it in much better. And that's just a matter of gluing. Oh, before I forget, I'm going to use this glue, and this glue says waterbestendig, which means water resistance. Résister à l'eau in French. Well, it's not. I bought this one especially water resistant to glue the bindings, because I'm going to bend the bindings in the form of the guitar, and so I'll make them very wet. And with the normal glue it could get loose. Well, with this glue, water resistant, it's not. It also became loose, so I had to restore them. And for the next binding I will find myself a better glue. Okay, I'm going to put you in place, so you have a nice view. Let's see. And here we go. Here. Okay. And I will turn on the guitar. Like this. I hope you have a good view now. A little bit back. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Now you can see me struggle with the rubber bands and the glue. So I'll first take these all off. I have them divided here in single ones and double ones. Double ones for the longer stretches, single one for the shorter stretches. And if you do it with rubber bands, see to it you have more than enough rubber bands, because we have to glue it in rather quickly. Can't waste any time, because it's the normal wood glue I'll do it with. And we just have, let's say, about 10 minutes. And then we can't change anything anymore, so we don't want to lose time in looking for these rubber bands. Okay, take it out, binding, purfling. I want this really on the edge, so my rubber bands will make a nice strong angle. And for the first few moments I will keep it in place with this clamp, which will go off after I've used a few rubbers. A bit more like this. Okay, that should do. Now, glue it all in. This on this side here. And here we go. Just drop in a few drops over here. It will finally fall in place. Good. I'll smear it out over here so that the slot, the routing bit where the purfling will come in, will also get its glue. Okay, I'll put some glue on here. And get this piece. Okay. And on top a little bit. Good. Okay. Now I glue on the binding. I want glue everywhere. I'll try to do it a bit quick. Because we need time to put it all in place. Okay, that's okay. And now what we'll do, I'll start here because I want this to be a nice fit. Get my hands a little bit. So I'll push it against it. I want to be sure that this is okay. Yes. We need a little bit more glue here for the purfling. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, and of course, so in here, push it, get the purfling in between. This is important because this will show. And everything that shows must be perfect. Come on, you little rascal. Okay, that's it. Now I see it's broken. Scheiße.